What up and welcome to Rama Screen YouTube channel, and here's my review of Netflix new series, Bet. Let's rock this. Okay, so I've been hearing a lot of pushback against this show, mainly because the fans of the original manga Kakegurui think that this new adaptation is not being faithful at all to the original material. Some of you argue that it should be an entirely all-Asian cast instead of promoting diversity. Some of you also argue that the lead character Yumeko is just about the thrill of compulsive gambling and not at all about vengeance, which is the angle that this show takes on her. Oh, it doesn't need updating. It doesn't need an English language version. Look, calm down. There's already that existing 2018 live action adaptation from Japan, which you can still watch on Netflix. So those of you purists can just tune into that one and be less outraged. What I'm getting at is, if you are already up in arms like that about this show from the get-go, then nothing I can say will persuade or convince you otherwise, because you are already dead set on hating Bet before even watching it, which is fine, but I am also entitled to my own opinion. And don't hate me, but I kinda actually like Bet. This show has its hiccups, but for the most part, I find it enjoyable and stylized and imaginative and snappy and dynamic, and the lead actress Miku Martino is remarkably attractive. You can't keep your eyes off of her even if you try. Developed by Simon Barry and based on the Japanese manga Kakegurui, written by Homura Kawemoto, Bet follows the students at a boarding school for the global elite where underground gambling determines the school's hierarchy. When Yumeko, a mysterious transfer student, arrives, her gambling prowess puts her in the crosshairs of the powerful student council, while her secret quest for revenge threatens to upend the school's status quo entirely. Starring Miku Martino, Ayo Solanke, Eve Edwards, and Clara Alexandrova. I guess the one thing that bugs me is that it starts out with a series of cards play, but then it eventually incorporates other bigger non-card related games. I mean, am I watching Squid Game or am I watching Bet? Which is it? I've never read the manga, nor have I ever watched the previous adaptation, so maybe this is just how it is. This is just how the games evolve as the story progresses. But hey, at least the spirit of gambling is consistent throughout, which I do appreciate. Another valid criticism that you can fairly point out is obviously the whitewashing or the cultural appropriation. I mean, it does come across as cringe when the white actors try to act exaggerated or overly excited. And with the exception of the main key roles, many of them do look like a bunch of shallow cosplayers instead of somebody who inhabits their characters. But I stand by my opinion in that this is a very entertaining show. I myself am not a gambling man. I hate taking risks I do not know the outcome of. But having seen Bet, I now understand the allure of this particular adrenaline rush. The revenge conspiracy storyline has that certain stick-it-to-the-man appeal. Some of the episodes are more frenetic than others, which is highly engaging. The two leads, Miku, who plays the protagonist Yumeko, and Clara, who plays the antagonist Kira, they are both charismatic in their own captivating way. The pacing is sharp, the cinematography is visually striking, the score complements the thrill of the games, the mystery is intricate, and the suspense is both nerve-wracking and fun, and the payoffs more than often are quite satisfying. What you need to keep in mind as you're watching Bet is that this is a young adult-centric show. And so the humor, the lines, the charm, the banters are all catered for that specific target audience. And of course, there's peer pressure, there's bullying, there's all of those elements you would expect from a YA drama and a bag of chips. So yeah, overall I give Bet the rating of 3.5 out of 5. Bet doesn't take itself too seriously, and it has a rewatchable value that makes you want to revisit certain scenes or certain episodes again and again whenever you feel like it, because it's downright entertaining.